Chill and have a good time, kick back, ease your mind and unwind. Cause we ain't leaving until the sunrise. All the homies and the ladies getting down tonight. Cause we're all here to chill and have a good time, kick back, ease your mind and unwind. Cause we ain't leaving until the sunrise. All the homies and the ladies getting down tonight. Right, dark skin, she's looking my
way. 911? Yes, she's bleeding.
A writer's greatest fear is to confront the blank page, to fill it, to write. But there are fears that many of us must face that are equally challenging, like the courage to face our loss. The detective was new to the homicide department, and the challenge of her new job didn't faze her, but suffering the greatest loss of her life was a different matter.
All units. There is a disturbance at Elk Creek near Seth Harmon's residence. All units, code 3. Captain Data's en route.
Don't go.
It's okay, honey. Don't worry, sweetie. Mommy won't be long, okay?
Daddy promised to end.
I know, honey, I know. But this is different.
Hey, little girls are supposed to be sleeping at this time of night.
Will you put her back to sleep? I won't be long.
Marianne, be careful, honey. You know domestic situations.
Candy Violet. I know, Mom. I was in one, remember?
Your father was a troubled man.
He was abusive. He hurt you and me.
He never laid a hand on you.
Not in that way.
Mommy, don't go.
I'll make some chocolate milk for you before we go to bed. Okay?
Cooper, who the hell called you here?
Evening, Captain. I heard the report on the scanner, and
There's no and, detective. Go home.
This is a homicide, right?
Coop, I can't assign you this case.
Well, with all due respect, Captain, I know Harmon. I know what makes him tick. We've been called to this house countless times. Tom, in fact, was called just before he passed.
It's only been a few months, Coop. Have you even started grief counseling yet?
That's not going to bring my husband back, and neither is sitting at home.
What about Amanda?
She's okay. I mean, besides, my mother's there looking after her.
Captain, the media is gonna be here by morning, okay? If you want this investigation done right, let me have it. I'm fine.
No screw-ups.
No screw-ups.
You mess this up, Coop, it'll be my ass to hang to dry.
By the book, sir.
All right.
You got any witnesses?
Yeah, 2 teens.
What about that chauffeur?
It was his night off. Harmon's waiting inside.
Yeah, let him wait.
They went that way, towards the river.
Thank you very much. I've been briefed by Captain Date and interviewed the witnesses. This is what we've got. Paige Stevenson, 26, Harmon associate, missing. Check the dam, maybe the body's caught in the grating, and also check the turbines. Widen the search radius by 3 miles. She's out there somewhere.
Detective Cooper?
Go for Cooper.
We've got something on the far side of the river.
Copy that, I'm on my way. At first sign of light, start dragging the river. Cast it and bag the bloody leaf. Bag these. It's a nice ring. The International Brigade? You a student of the Spanish Civil War?
I'm a student of Hemingway. Suppose you'll be charging me.
Well, unless Paige Stevenson comes walking through that door, you got that right.
Shouldn't you be reading me my rights?
Educated at Oxford. Seth Harmon burst on the literary scene in 1988 with his first novel, Defective Detective. Harmon next won the Literary Prize for Suspense with Stillborn, and in 1994 garnered the Shaw Prize for his trilogy Cold Steel. In 2000, The Mocking Glass Murder dominated the nation's bestsellers list for 12 weeks. Nothing more recent? What's the matter? You got writer's block?
My Miranda rights?
You may fool some people, but to me, you are a washed-up old hack who exploits women. Now we'll read you your rights.
Sir, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided by the state. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, I do.
Well, it's your call, Coop. Missing person or murder?
Yeah, well, my gut says murder. I mean, we got all the elements except the body, and I know that's going to turn up once we drag the river.
All right, well, remember, by the book, you keep your personal life out of this, you got it?
Absolutely.
Okay, then.
See, there's a pattern here. Starts in the kitchen, goes to the den, right out to the back door. Now, your companion, Paige Stevenson, she has not been heard from for over 24 hours. Now, you must be getting worried, huh?
She's my protege. I've been a mentor to Paige for a couple of years now.
It's a lot of blood. How do you explain it?
I think the lab will soon determine who the blood belongs to.
No, we got that right. Meanwhile, we'll be taking a blood sample from you.
Don't say another word, Seth. Good to see you, George.
Ah, winters. What died to let you crawl out?
Detective Cooper. I want it documented in your notes that I was not present for this interrogation.
Now, this is just an interview.
Then why are you holding my client?
Murder.
Murder? Who's the victim?
Paige Stevenson.
Where's the body?
Here's the photos. There is blood splattered all over his place. Her blood.
You suspect?
We have got 2 witnesses and a knife with the defendant's fingerprints on it.
And?
And?
Where's the body?
Ask your client.
Are you accusing my client of murder without due process?
Absolutely not. Judge will be in at 9 a.m. Until then, I'm simply holding him as a material witness to a possible homicide.
Then add it to your notes that my client was held against his will.
Client held against his will. Happy? We will find the body, sooner or later.
And at that point, Detective, a crime may have been committed.
As police begin to widen the search for Paige Stevenson, the suspect in her disappearance, internationally acclaimed crime novelist Seth Harmon, has been released on bail. Mr. Harmon, where's Paige Stevenson?
She's missing. Police are wasting valuable time while she's out there in danger somewhere.
Are you responsible for her disappearance?
Of course not. She's like my daughter. I intend to conduct my own search.
How do you explain the blood?
No more questions.
Seth, is there anything I need to know?
I didn't kill her.
That's what I wanted to hear. If push comes to shove, I can certainly plea bargain this to manslaughter.
Absolutely not. I'm going to fight this until I'm exonerated.
Right in this place. It's so dark, oppressive.
That's inspirational for me.
Ever heard of word processors?
Yes.
But you still use this old thing.
That old thing used to belong to Ernest Hemingway. He went with him to Spain. Every manuscript I've ever written has been hammered out on it.
It's a pity Hemingway died so young.
Yeah. Still, he was a man who structured his own life, just like a book.
A new novel? Seth, I thought you'd retired.
Writers never retire, George. They just stop getting published, that's all.
Seth.
No, it's all right.
Seth, I
No,
don't...
I'm fine.
See myself out.
Port, sir.
Oh, just a Merlot will be fine.
As you wish, sir.
down at the still form. The lines of his father's face had all but disappeared, like windswept paths into the horizon. A man. Good structure. Good structure. Course of his life.
It's been 6 weeks since Paige Stevenson disappeared without a trace. Her companion, Seth Harmon, has posted a $100,000 reward for any information leading to her safe return. Mr. Harmon, last week's grand jury indictment hasn't hurt your latest book sales.
At the moment, I have greater concerns than book sales, thank you.
Why did you opt for a bench trial rather than a trial by jury?
No more questions.
In a dramatic development, District Attorney John Lister has agreed to Judge Tobias rendering a verdict without a 12-person jury.
Thanks, Mom.
This is Cece Woodruff reporting from the...
Honey, maybe you should get some rest.
I'm okay, Mom, really. I'm fine.
No, what I mean to say is maybe you should take some more leave.
Mom, Tommy died in the line of duty, okay? I'm doing my duty. I need to get this scumbag. That's what he would have wanted.
Is this about Tommy?
What's that supposed to mean?
Some men will always be abusers. Just because it happened to me doesn't mean you have to personalize this.
I'm not personalizing it. Don't shrink me.
You know what I think Tommy would have wanted?
What?
He would want you to look after his little girl first.
Well, I think you did a splendid job of getting the DA to see things our way. All the evidence and no body. It all boiled down to the judge's interpretation of the law. Just put me on the stand.
The DA will twist your words.
I can manage, Lister. If there's something you want to tell me, then please tell me.
I spoke to Barsky. He's the best litigator in the country.
I am not copping a plea.
Seth, for God's sake, your life is at stake.
Yes, my life, my reputation, everything. No one understands this better than I do.
Well, then stop acting so naive.
I am innocent.
This has nothing to do with being innocent or guilty. This is the law.
Yes, I used to practice law in England and America, remember?
Well, then you'll accept a plea of manslaughter.
If I cop a plea, then everyone will assume I'm guilty. Nothing less than murder one.
Are you out of your mind? We are talking manslaughter. 6 years in minimum. Out in 2.
George.
You'll be able to write. 3 meals a day. It'll be like Martha Stewart.
No! Look, you're a wonderful friend. But as my defense attorney, you're fired.
You're serious, aren't you?
I'm sorry. You know the way out.
I don't like being blindsided, Mr. Harmon. I don't like it at all.
Your Honor, I respect that this is your court. However, last night I realized that I am the only person who can conduct my defense.
Are you asking for a postponement?
No, Your Honor. I'm quite prepared.
And you realize that in my court, I'll make certain that defending yourself will not be a basis for automatic appeal.
Yes, Your Honor. I am confident in what I'm doing.
All right, Mr. Harmon.
The DA's office is also ready, Your Honor. We believe we can make a case without a body.
Very well. But I'll tolerate no grandstanding for the media. Now, is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, crystal clear, Your Honor.
All right.
With the trial set to begin in 30 minutes, Seth Harmon has thrown the court into turmoil by firing his legal counsel and announcing he will defend himself. Mr. Winters, what was the reason for your dismissal?
I've represented Mr. Harmon's legal affairs for several years. His intelligence is irrefutable. He's practiced law and he's innocent. And as an innocent man, he feels he is the best one to defend himself.
Do you agree with this strategy, Mr. Winters?
It is his right, his reputation, and his life, Miss Woodruff.
Another strange turn in a trial that has already begun to captivate the nation.
Dr. Lee, as a forensic pathologist, could you recreate the night Paige Stevenson disappeared based on the forensic evidence?
Yes. In this case, we have a great deal of evidence. There was a fight, in the kitchen to be exact. A chair was upturned. Miss Stevenson was probably struck in the head because her blood was on the leg of a chair with a few hair follicles. At this point, a knife came into play.
This knife, Your Honor.
Yes, that's the knife. You can still see the blood residue. DNA obtained from Miss Stevenson's hair follicle matches the blood as hers. She then tried to escape. She fled into the wooded area which adjoins the property. 2 witnesses saw her bleeding. Mr. Harmon was seen in pursuit. Based on the blood evidence from the crime, we can deduce Miss Stevenson was attacked, chased, and either pushed or fell unconscious into the river and drowned.
Mr. Harmon, your witness.
So, drowned, but no body.
Yes.
Is that normal, Dr. Lee?
There was a fast current. In some cases, bodies take weeks, months, and even years to a service.
Now, I was with Paige on that night. Agreed?
Yes, by all accounts, you were there.
So, if my first-hand testimony corroborated all of your forensic evidence, but arrived at a different conclusion, then my version would have to be considered a distinct possibility, would it not?
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. I'm sure Dr. Lee is quite able to answer the question. Proceed, Doctor.
As a scientist, I'm trained to consider all possibility.
Okay. Are you aware that Paige suffers from type 1 diabetes?
Yes, it is in her medical record.
I draw the court's attention to Defense Exhibit B, Paige's high school medical records for the state of Oregon.
Could this condition make Paige feel lightheaded, disoriented? It's all right, love. We'll get through this. I'll get the glucometer.
If she didn't eat properly, it would be a reasonable assumption.
Could a severe nosebleed have created the amount of blood you found?
It is possible, but not the pattern.
No. Not the telltale pattern.
Bleeding.
Let's have a look. It's all right. Could the amount of blood loss have caused Paige to become disoriented?
It is consistent with her condition.
To the point where she fell down?
It is possible.
Could such a situation create the blood pattern you found?
Yes.
Is it also possible that as I tried to calm Paige, she became hyper, confused, agitated, possibly even running from the very person trying to render aid?
With nobody to examine, your version of the events would be within the realm of the possibility.
Dr. Lee, what is it that makes you believe that Paige was drowned?
It's been several months since nobody has seen or heard from her.
Do you agree that there could be alternative explanations?
As I said, without a body to examine, there's no end to the possibilities.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. No more questions.
Detective Cooper, how would you describe the defendant's demeanor during initial questioning?
Cocky.
Could you elaborate?
Well, for one thing, he kept telling me to read him his rights.
Objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Harmon.
Ensuring the good detective complied with the Supreme Court ruling should hardly be construed as being cocky.
You'll have your chance to cross-examine the witness, Mr. Harmon.
What did your subsequent investigation reveal?
That Mr. Harmon was in financial difficulty. He had not published a novel in over 5 years. His royalties were running out. Basically, his lifestyle was bleeding him dry.
Objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Harmon?
This testimony is purely speculation.
Your Honor, I'd like to enter into the record Mr. Harmon's bank records.
Objection, Your Honor. At times, withdrawals exceed deposits, but I was hardly being bled dry.
Sustained. The term bleeding dry is to be stricken from the records. All right, Mr. Lister, continue.
Other than at times spending beyond his means, how was the relationship between the defendant and the victim?
Objection, Your Honor. A missing person is not necessarily a victim.
Overruled, Mr. Harmon. If you object to every single word the DA utters, I'll hold you in contempt. Now, this is a trial for murder. Therefore, in the DA's view, there must be a victim, or we wouldn't be here at all. Please, answer the question, Detective.
Thank you. The police records indicate that there were 3 disturbances in 3 months requiring officer assistance. That about sums up the relationship.
Didn't you also uncover an insurance policy?
Yes, I did. About a month before she went missing, Mr. Harmon took out a $1 million life insurance policy on her.
I enter into the record the insurance policy as Exhibit C. In the event of Paige's disappearance, what were the provisions in the policy?
Well, the policy clearly states that after the legally prescribed period, Mr. Harmon is to receive the $1 million.
There is your motive, Your Honor. Greed. Pure and simple. Mr. Harmon couldn't live in the manner he'd become accustomed. He hadn't sold a book in years. And with the brilliant imagination that only a crime writer can possess, Mr. Harmon planned Paige's murder on the night of October 15th to claim that insurance money. But his fiction collided with reality. Mr. Harmon was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
I felt very uncomfortable on the stand.
Oh, don't worry about it. You were credible. You told it like it was. And remember, this judge is nobody's dummy.
Detective Cooper's testimony is going to play a big part. Harmon's a clever man.
But all the evidence is in our favor, including the witnesses. Not to mention Cooper's investigation.
She's done a first-rate job. Thorough and meticulous. And she deserves it.
You know, it hasn't been easy for her. She's the only female homicide detective on the entire force.
And she got you to thank for that.
Oh, no, she doesn't. No, she earned this. Yeah, she's like a diamond. Heat, pressure, only makes her stronger.
What doesn't break you makes you.
You know all about that, don't you?
I think you overestimate me, Captain. I'm just a simple scientist.
Who knows his job and gave us exactly what we need to put this psycho away. Good on you, Doc. See you.
Detective Cooper, you don't like me very much, do you?
In my line of work, I neither like nor dislike anyone.
No, but be honest now. You don't think very much of me, do you?
Objection, Your Honor. What is the point of this line of questioning?
Illuminating a witness' bias is within his rights. You can answer the question, Detective.
My personal feelings have nothing to do with my professional duties.
Mrs. Cooper, have you ever met me before in any other capacity other than that of a police officer?
Yes, a few years ago, I attended one of your writing workshops.
And?
And I decided to leave.
Why?
Frankly, I didn't get much out of your teaching.
So, in addition to being a stellar investigator, you consider yourself to be a literary critic, possibly even a novelist, perhaps, do you?
Objection, Your Honor. Detective Cooper's opinions of Mr. Harmon's writing cannot possibly have any bearing on this case.
Mr. Harmon, I assume there is a point to this questioning and that it'll soon become apparent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Overruled, Mr. Lister.
Relate to the court the details of what happened on the night of January the 3rd of this year.
January 3rd. Dispatch received an anonymous 911 call to your home.
And who was the officer that answered the call?
I believe it was...
Could you speak up, please?
It was Officer Thomas Cooper.
Officer Thomas Cooper, is that correct?
Yes.
What is Officer Cooper's relation to you?
He was my husband.
Was?
Your Honor, I see no point to this line of questioning.
Another moment, Your Honor.
Continue, Mr. Harmon.
What happened to your husband on the night of February 9th of this year?
He was shot and killed in the line of duty.
And what were the circumstances around his death?
Your Honor, is this line of questioning truly relevant?
You may answer the question, Detective Cooper.
He was called to assist a bank robbery.
And was shot dead?
Yes, that's the gist of it.
This must be a very emotional period for you.
I'm a professional. I carry on.
Have you received any professional counseling?
Your Honor.
Mrs. Cooper's emotional state has everything to do with her performance as a detective.
Proceed, Mr. Harmon. And answer the question, please, Mrs. Cooper.
No, I have not received any counseling. Yet.
Mrs. Cooper, was your mother, Mrs. Clerman, a victim of domestic violence?
I don't know how.
It's all here in the police reports, the restraining orders, etc. Was your mother a victim of domestic violence?
Yes.
And your father, David Clerman, was a domestic abuser, was he not?
Yes.
So in addition to disliking my demeanor on the night in question, not to mention my writing and my teaching, let me ask you this, Detective. What is your opinion of a man who appears to be abusive or violent toward a woman?
They're cowards. I despise men who beat women.
Isn't it true that you are prejudiced, Detective?
No.
That you would do anything to seek revenge upon any man whom you thought capable of murdering a woman?
That is ridiculous.
Objection!
Overruled.
Objection, Your Honor. Detective Cooper is not on trial.
No!
I am!
For my life. Your Honor, clearly Detective Cooper is emotionally unbalanced and biased. And I believe that she would consciously or unconsciously seek revenge on any man that she thought resembled her father.
You are twisting
Detective
facts.
Cooper, how did you get assigned to lead up this case? I'll repeat the question. How did you get assigned to lead up this case?
I asked for it.
You asked for it. Thank you.
No, look, I'm not...
No more questions, Your Honor.
No, I'm not finished.
You're excused, Detective Cooper.
Your Honor, I need to make something clear.
Detective step down now.
Please describe for the court what you saw on the night of October 15th.
I drove to Harmon's house, and I could hear fighting inside.
Are you threatening to kill me? I'll go to the cops, to the FBI. You'll rot in hell. Put that knife down.
I was gonna get the heck out of there, but that's when he opened the door.
Well, please keep the change.
Let the record show the witness pointed to the defendant. Did you call the police?
No. I had 3 more deliveries, and everything seemed okay when I left.
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Harmon.
This witness didn't actually see anything. He only overheard a conversation.
I'm fully aware of that, Mr. Harmon. Objection overruled.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Harmon, how long had you known Paige Stevenson?
I've known Paige for 2 years. We met at a lecture. Her writing showed great promise.
So you took her under your wing?
I suppose you could call me a mentor, yes.
Was your relationship romantic?
Oh, no, not at all. She works for my company, researching, proofreading, that sort of thing. We have a working relationship.
And that's why you took out a life insurance policy on a 29-year-old woman?
It is a stipulation of the bank that all my key people have life insurance.
Other than a high school transcript, a driver's license from Oregon, and some recent banking information, we can't find many details regarding Paige prior to her arriving in Seattle.
Yeah, she's a very private person.
And much younger than you. 21 years younger.
21 years, 7 months, actually.
Interesting.
Yes, well, she's very much like a daughter to me.
Mr. Harmon, how do you explain the conversation overheard by the pizza delivery boy? Paige said you wanted her dead.
Mr. Lister, would you be so kind as to pick up that copy of Death Row Confession on the table behind you? If you please. Thank you. Now, turn to page 129. And read the 3rd paragraph from the top. Could you read it out loud so the rest of us can hear, please?
You can't threaten to kill me. I'll go to the cops, to the FBI. I'll see you rot in hell. The hooded man cradled the steely gray knife in his scarred hand. Corpses don't talk, he retorted in a thick Irish accent.
Continue, please.
Fearing for her life, Helena changed her tune like a cheap cantina jukebox. Adopting her best French accent, she licked her lips and spoke the only words that would save her young life. Put that knife down.
Thank you. You see, Paige and I were rehearsing dialogue for a movie version of the book.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Seth Harmon is a free man. After deliberating for only 30 minutes, the judge declared Harmon not guilty. A spokesperson for his publisher announced that Harmon's faith in the legal system never wavered. He is thankful for the verdict and will continue searching for Paige Stevenson while completing his next novel. Where do you think the case went wrong, Detective Cooper?
No comment.
Will there be an appeal?
Not to my knowledge.
Do you feel let down by the legal process?
Often.
This is Cece Woodruff reporting from the courthouse. Back to you, Bob.
You want to speak to me?
Yeah. Have a seat, Coop. I want you to take some administrative leave.
Oh, Captain, come on.
I should never have assigned you the Harmon case. You made us look like a bunch of idiots.
Look, I can prove this.
Stop it right there, Coop. There's nothing to investigate. Paige Stevenson is missing. She's on the nationwide watch list. That's the end of it.
He killed her. I know he did.
It's moot, Coop. Even if she resurfaces tomorrow, he got off on first degree. He can't be charged again. You know that. It's double jeopardy. Go home. Relax. Write that novel you've been working on.
Come on.
Besides, Amanda needs you, and Tom, he would want it that way. Man, there comes a time when you gotta stop using your work as an escape. It's time to face the fact that he's gone. I know it hurts. But after a while, you'll learn how to somehow move on.
I wish I could.
I think moving on is highly overrated. For a writer, if you try to move on too fast, you can leave tracks, like Harmon. Not necessarily forensic tracks, but tracks you can follow.
In comparing the Gospel of Mark with the later Gospels of, say, Luke and Matthew, we track each author's use of grammar and punctuation, their unique linguistic identifiers, or literary DNA, to conclude that Mark must have been the original source material for later Gospel writers. Now, next week, contrast the Gnostic Gospel of Thomas with biblical text of Mark and Luke. Thank you.
Professor Duncan.
Oh, call me Peter. I only use professor to impress the co-eds, and frankly, you're not a co-ed.
No. Detective Marianne Cooper.
If it's about that incident last year, I was exonerated by the board, and all the charges were dropped. I didn't...
No, nothing like that. Oh, bless you.
Do you have a cat?
I do. A small one.
Let's talk about this in my office. I think I have some antihistamine. So what do you want from me?
Well, I was wondering if you could prove whether that one and Harmon's earlier novels were written by the same person. Bless you.
Detective, using forensic linguistics, I once proved an anonymous sonnet was in fact authored by Shakespeare himself.
When can you start? Bless you. I'm really serious. Can you do it today?
Well, I'll have to go over my schedule. And of course, there's a small question of compensation for the school's resources.
Of course. How much?
$1,000. Plus, I get an equal share of any book, movie, or video game deal that derives from the results.
Only if you can do it today.
Well, let's get to work.
Let's?
You want this done by tomorrow, don't you?
Oh, wake up. It's finished.
Oh.
It's finished.
Where?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so what do you think? Did he write it?
Okay. It says that there is a 60% probability that the person who wrote Seth Harmon's earlier novels did not write Death Row Confessions.
60%. It's not good enough.
Well, then we need samples of the other writers' work to narrow it down.
Well, I don't have a sample of the other writer's work.
You give me samples of the other writers' work, and I'll probably give you 99%. I'm sorry, Detective. This is the best I can do.
Bless you. I'm gonna get going.
Detective.
What?
I kept my end of our agreement.
Oh, right. 60% isn't gonna do me any good.
I told you, it's not an exact science.
Okay, look, how's 500 now, and the rest if I get another writing sample?
Cash?
Check.
Make it up to me personally.
Do you have any memories of her parents or relatives?
No. Her name was Mason, but she changed it to Stevenson when she turned 18.
She changed her name?
She was a ward of the state, you know. I suppose she wanted to be her own person, or perhaps hiding a painful past. It's hard to say for certain.
So she was on the swim team, president of the debate club. What is the literary circle club?
Oh, that was a workshop for young writers. Paige was gifted. I remember her poetry, her short stories. She was editor of the yearbook.
Think I could get a copy of that?
Oh, you'll probably find one in the library.
Great.
Is there anything else?
Paige was diabetic?
Yes, but she wasn't insulin dependent. If she ate properly, she could manage it.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I hope you find her.
Thanks again.
She walked into the day room to hushed silence. The piercing eyes of her fellow officers zeroed in on her badge like a heat-seeking radar, finding an empty target. Department's first female detective, her badge number read 001.
Professor! I've got it!
It's you. Listen, I'm too busy for this right now.
I got cash.
Let's go.
Yes.
%. That's pretty darn good.
98% that he didn't write death row confessions?
Yes, but we also have a 99% hit that says this other person, Paige Stevenson, wrote it, which is proof positive that Harmon is a fraud.
Will your analysis stand up in court?
Well, forensic linguistics is a new science, and the short answer is it all depends on the judge. But once I let this out, Harmon will be ruined.
Oh, no. You can't let anything out. We have to keep this under wraps for a while.
Come on, detective, it's our duty to out this rat.
No. There's a bigger story here.
Paige Stevenson.
Yes, I think that Harmon killed her to hide the fact that she wrote his book. I need more time to prove it.
Detective, I think we need to put in writing that I own 50% of the book, movie, and video game. Right. Hello? Detective?
And that's sort of where I drew the inspiration for the character of Felina. Before I forget, your listeners should know that Death Row 2 will be in bookstores very shortly, and I think a third installment should be out by Christmas.
Age certainly hasn't slowed you down, Seth.
Yeah, still fighting the good fight at the ripe old age of 50.
Seth Harmon, thank you for joining book club today.
No, my pleasure, thank you.
Seth Harmon will be at the Main Street Library this afternoon to personally sign copies of Death Row Confession. Coming up next on the...
Thank you. Now, this is a very well-used copy. It can only belong to Detective Cooper. How are you again?
I'm fine. I was hoping to get that signed by the author.
I'd be happy to sign it for you if you'll just stop harassing me.
No, not you. The real author, Paige Stevenson. Seen her lately?
Mrs. Cooper, please get some help.
After you read that, you might want to give me a call. My number's on the inside.
If you want me to read your manuscript, please send it to my publisher.
I'm on to you.
Hi. What's your name?
Detective Cooper, of course you know.
Lawler, Legal Affairs?
Detective, do you know why I've called you here?
Because I've blown the Harmon case wide open?
Cooper, there is no case. I'm here to inform you the city's just been hit with a $5 million slander suit from Mr. Harmon's attorney.
Well, that was quick. Look, when you see what I've got here...
Just shut up and listen, will you?
It's the opinion of the DA and our own internal investigation that Mr. Harmon has a strong case.
No, he's running scared.
Detective.
Okay, I've got new evidence.
Detective.
He used her. Captain, it's all
Mary
right
Ann.
here.
As your friend and your superior officer, you've crossed the line.
No, you don't understand. Harmon used her to write his new novel, and then he killed her to shut her up. I've got the evidence.
There's obviously no point in continuing this discussion. You have repeatedly refused to take administrative leave. We have no choice but to suspend you.
What?
For unsatisfactory performance pending a psychiatric evaluation to be conducted immediately.
Captain, we can get him on contempt, on falsifying statements in court.
Plagiarism?
Why not?
The Fed's got Capone on tax evasion.
Detective Cooper, I'll need your gun and your badge before you leave this room.
How can you do this? Come on, I can't. I mean, you're not even gonna read it?
Captain, it's out of your hands.
She won't bother you again. Now, is that acceptable?
Seth? I feel sorry for her. But I'm not convinced she'll leave me alone. I'm afraid we'll have to proceed with the lawsuit. It's the only way.
Even though the police department has mandated you for counseling, I'm pleased you've chosen to include your daughter in your therapy. I'm sure you've heard about the stages of grief.
Yes, I have.
Well, what it all amounts to is that you share your feelings with someone you trust.
Amanda.
It's all right.
Daddy, where's your arm? Are you hurt? Here, I'll give you something to eat. It will make you feel better.
Well, Marianne, what stage do you think you're at?
I don't know.
How do you feel?
Feelings are dangerous for a cop. They get you killed.
Feelings might be dangerous for a cop, but they're critical for a mother. So, again, how do you feel?
Empty. Angry.
Because?
He's gone. My husband. My best friend. He's dead because some idiot had to rob a bank.
Go on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, just give me a minute. Sweetie, I'll be right back.
That's a nice hat. Is it yours? Whose is it?
My daddy's.
Looking Glass Murder, Harmon's fourth book.
Yeah, this is Detective Cooper, homicide, badge 782. Listen, I need a trace on my cell phone. I'd like to know the location it came from. Is that possible? Great. Great, thank you.
Important?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Come on, Sweet Pea, we gotta go.
No, Teddy's not ready.
Maybe Teddy's tired. He's had a big lunch. Let's give him a nap, okay? You can see him next visit. Helping Teddy with his pain helps Mandy with hers. Tell me what would make yours go away.
I don't know.
Mandy's lost her father, and now you. Marianne, she wants her mother back.
Thank you. Come on, babe. Come on.
Oh, SCSI.
What?
17 down. It's a computer interface. SCSI.
Thanks. Okay, Detective, what brings you all the way down here?
Well, it's about Tom.
You want to get his personal effects?
Yeah, if I could for Amanda. Just something to remember.
You need a requisition from Dade, you know that. Okay, come on.
Thanks, Wally. She was caught hiding in the closet when they entered. The woman was her mother, long brown hair, alabaster skin, and red lips that parted to reveal perfect teeth with a wicked smile and a cruel laugh. Not that they saw her. A 3-year-old can be very quiet when she's terrified.
The remote's been reprogrammed. Only you know the codes, Mr. Harmon.
So you're saying there's no way out?
In 2 seconds, this place will be tighter than a drum.
Well, obviously, there's no way in either.
You totally control your environment. You control who comes and who goes.
Security system activated.
Thank you, Tyson.
Sir.
We both want the same thing, Doctor.
Perhaps. But you're dangerous.
To who?
To me. Say you find the killer. I could lose my pension. 40 years on the job, 6 months ago. For what? Revenge. Ego.
No. Justice.
They're like kissing cousins, Cooper. All I want at this point in my life is peace.
So what are you saying? It doesn't matter? We should just let the killer run free? Dr. Lee, is this really gonna bring you peace when you retire?
Okay. I'll run the test.
Oh, thank you. Keep it between us, okay?
Of course.
Thank you.
I am now completely satisfied you are bargaining in good faith, Mr. Harmon. All the files are destroyed.
So full agreement?
Full agreement. Except for the little matter of the second installment.
Well, the final transfer takes place the moment you notarize the documents in front of my lawyer, yes?
It's been a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Harmon.
Yes, yes. Very civilized transaction. Thank you, Professor. this through. There's no structure, and there must be structure.
Shall I clean this up for you, sir?
If she told someone, she would never do that. The whole world would know.
Sir?
It's confused, messy.
With her in the picture.
Sorry, what?
With her in the picture.
Yes, with her in the picture. With her in the picture, what you have to do is go out and take care of her, Tyson.
I understand, sir.
You don't belong here.
It's okay, Pops. It's okay. I'm going. I'm leaving.
The detective had heard it all before, like healing takes time, you need time away from work. But was her job on the force an escape, or a source of comfort that brought her closer to her husband, what they shared and worked for, what they believed in when he was alive?
How's the novel going?
It's okay. You know, I'm actually getting a little inspired.
I'm so glad. I think it's good therapy to get your mind off things.
Cooper. Yes. GPS reading. Absolutely. Give me 1 minute. Okay, go. Northing 4 degrees. Squire Falls, Washington. Where is that? Oh, great. Okay, I owe you one. You gotta take her to school for me. I'm sorry, Mom. I'll be back by dinner. I'm looking for someone.
No one here but me.
Have you seen her?
You a cop?
Homicide detective, Marianne Cooper.
Let's see your badge.
I had to give it up.
How do I know you're for real?
Look, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Mr.
Talmud.
No, Mr. Talmud, would you mind putting that down? Please. Thank you. Her name is Paige Stevenson. Have you seen her? Do you know anything about her?
You get what you want. I don't get what I need.
What's that?
I just want to be left alone. I don't want no cops up here, no media.
My father used to talk about the Black Horse Regiment. He was a medic. Were you there with them? You can still hear those sounds, huh?
That's why I like it here. I need the quiet.
Maybe we both want the same thing, to save someone's life. I need to find this woman before anybody else does.
You're too late. Here.
Did you send me this message?
No, she did. I found her. Lost. Didn't know her name. Where she'd come from. I took her in. She'd come, go. Sometimes for days. She's in danger.
I know.
In an amazing turn of events, 1 hour ago, Paige Stevenson surfaced in Squire Falls, Washington. After extensive questioning with police, she was released, but details remain sketchy. Mr. Winters.
I'll make a brief statement, but I'll take no questions.
Hey, Amanda, I'm home. Apparently, an ordeal that began 6 months ago has ended happily. Paige Stevenson has been found, alive. Eugene Talmud, the man who found Paige Stevenson wandering in the woods, brought her to the hospital, but had little to say. Other than suffering from short-term memory loss, doctors have given Miss Stevenson a clean bill of health. After questioning, police have released Eugene Talmud, but have revealed no further details concerning the bizarre case. Cece Woodruff reporting. Back to you, Bob.
As Hemingway said, wine is one of the most civilized things in the world.
It's a pity it can't make a man civilized.
You seem troubled. Did something happen out there? Did you get to know him? Become intimate with him in any way?
Intimate?
Well, you know, get to know him, share things with him, you know.
We hardly spoke.
Well, can't imagine you got much writing done. So you wouldn't have left anything behind.
I did exactly as you asked.
Paige. Oh, well, what is it then? I mean, did Tyson take care of you?
He made sure I had a hotel whenever I was sick of Talmud's cooking.
Everything's going according to plan.
Talmud was the perfect alibi.
Yes. It's amazing to think that your writing is now the nation's #1 bestseller. And with this publicity, there's no telling where it can go.
Seth, maybe it's time that I start writing. Publish under my own name.
Well, you can't just yet.
Well, if not my own name, perhaps a pen name.
It's too risky at the moment.
This is not the future you had promised me.
Patience. It'll all work out.
It's just, I can't live like this forever.
Oh, I know. Finish the sequel to Death Row. And I promise the future will take care of itself. And we can talk about this later.
I'll make a brief statement, but I'll take no questions.
Seth Harmon and Paige Stevenson are both very happy to be reunited.
Mommy, I miss you.
We're gonna spend a lot of time together very, very soon.
Promise?
Paige is well and receiving the professional care that she needs.
Say your prayers, baby.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. The angels watch me through the night and keep me in their blessed sight. Amen.
Amen.
Any allegations by Mary Ann Cooper regarding the authorship of Death Row Confession are completely groundless and bear no comment.
Where was Paige for 6 months?
No comment.
Mommy, can you leave the light on?
Absolutely. Sweet dreams. Night, night.
We now go to Professor Duncan at the university. Professor, can you hear me?
Mother, you can turn it back up.
No, dear, it will only upset you. I had to...
It's okay.
Of plagiarism.
I'm afraid that Detective Cooper is sadly mistaken.
Did you ever meet with her?
Oh, on several occasions.
And how would you describe her behavior?
Obsessive.
And do you have any other comments to add?
Yes. Detective Cooper answers that age-old question, does art imitate life or vice versa? In my professional opinion, she has become the latter. The very personification of Mr. Harmon's first successful novel, the defective detective.
See, dear, I knew it.
Cooper.
Detective Cooper? I have your results.
Yeah, what are they, Doctor?
The DNA present on the pillow matches that of Seth Harmon.
So you're saying Seth Harmon killed Heather Mason?
At least, it places him at the scene of the crime.
Fax me the results to my house immediately. And thank you. Oh! Yes!
I had that dream again last night.
The one where you're a child.
But this time I was seated next to my father. It was an important dinner. I kept trying to speak to him, but he remained silent, as if I didn't exist.
Silence can be intimidating to a child.
Finally, he slapped me and told me to shut up.
Maybe that's why you want to be a writer, Seth. You know the need to speak out.
My writing always came so naturally. The words flowed, and the books came easily. It stopped. This dark silence wrapped itself around me, smothering me. I know the words. I can't write them. I've lost my voice. I can only hope that everything we've done will somehow bring it back. I think we're very fortunate that fate brought us both together. We staged your murder to perfection. When you think about it, it's almost like a crime scene straight out of a Hollywood thriller. So, shall we get at it? It all starts with structure. Every novel, just as every life, must have structure.
I need to get out of here, Seth. I need a break. Maybe I could go to the library and do some more research.
All right. Tyson will take you. Just remember, you have the big interview tonight. You don't want to be too tired. Try to get some rest.
The facts went through.
So Cooper was right all along.
Harmon's saliva and blood were on the pillowcase. Is there enough for a conviction?
Well, who could have described the murder of Heather Mason more precisely than the killer? Now, there's no doubt. Harmon is the killer. Just the victims changed.
This put Cooper in danger.
I got a chance to make this right, Doc. We were manipulated. Harmon manipulated Paige's mother. Paige, you, me, the system. And for what? So he could sell some books and be a big shot.
He's a sick man.
He's a killer. And he fooled everybody except Marianne, who had the guts to go out on a limb, and I left her just hanging out there high and dry. But this time, Doc, I'm gonna make it right.
What are you going to do?
What I should have done a long time ago. I'm gonna follow her lead and back her up.
Be careful.
That's your job, Doc.
You dropped this in the woods, Miss Mason. Oh, that was your name before you changed it to Stevenson, wasn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You sent me a text message, and I know that you're the one who wrote this book.
I believe this is a case of mistaken identity.
I believe this is a case of murder. Paige, if you don't want my help, why did you have me investigate your mother's murder? I know you were that little girl in the police report. The same little girl in the mocking class murder. You were that child, hiding, afraid.
I didn't understand it then. But my mother must have been mocking Seth.
He lost it and he killed her. I'm so sorry. No child should ever have to go through that. I've got DNA evidence that can prove Seth did it. We can get him. Come with me. Not now. You can't live like this forever.
Watch the news tonight. Cece Woodruff is having a live interview. It might answer some of your questions.
Cooper! Hold it right there! We need to talk! Cooper! Cooper!
Thank you for letting us into your home. It's very gracious of you, considering all that you've been through.
No, not at all. We're just very grateful to have Paige back with us, safe and sound.
Well, in a few seconds, we'll be going live coast to coast, so if you make a mistake, just keep talking. There's no editing.
Thank you.
Presumed dead. At least that's what the whole world thought when Paige Stevenson disappeared on October 15th in Seattle, Washington. But in a strange twist of fate, Paige is alive and well and living once again with the man who was accused, charged, and later acquitted of her murder, internationally renowned novelist Seth Harmon. Paige, what exactly happened on October 15th?
It's all right.
Paige?
I don't remember a thing. It's all a blur.
Were you aware that Mr. Harmon was on trial for your murder?
My mind is blank for the entire period.
Detective Marianne Cooper claims that you wrote Mr. Harmon's most recent bestseller.
I'm sorry I have to interrupt. Our attorneys have advised us not to discuss the matter. I mean, it has been disproved by Professor Duncan.
Paige, do you have any comment?
I am aware of the detective's accusations, yes.
And do you have a response? Paige?
Detective Cooper is 100% correct.
No, I'm sure you didn't mean to say that.
And the sales of his most recent book seem to be doing extremely well, which means, of course...
I did write Death Row Confessions. I wrote every word of it, and I'm actually writing its sequel right now.
No, silly.
You know, this charade has gone on long enough, Seth.
Sorry, this interview
Paige,
is
this is... Excuse me.
This is a...
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
do you have an invitation?
Yeah, I do.
This is over.
Are we getting this? People,
Go
keep
home.
rolling. Everyone, keep rolling.
This is off. Out. Finish.
Mr. Harmon, keep rolling. Are you getting it? Detective Cooper, follow! What's going on? Get a shot at Detective Cooper. Go! We gotta get this. Follow him.
You looking for this?
Why are you doing this?
Man up against the wall, please.
What's this all about?
It'll be explained in the court of law, sir.
Paige, put the gun down. You don't know what you're doing.
I know that you murdered my mother.
I never met your mother.
I ran DNA from the original evidence. It is conclusive that you killed Heather Mason.
And then you wrote about it in your book.
No, your name is Stevenson.
Paige Mason. I changed it in high school. I was 3 years old the night that you murdered.
That's a lie!
It's all in Lee's report.
Shut up! Stay out of this!
Paige, don't. Put the gun down.
Ever since I saw that ring and read your book, I suspected that you killed my mother. Not a day has gone by that I haven't plotted to make you pay. You thought you were the clever one, staging my murder, stealing all the glory. But I waited patiently, Seth. I waited for the perfect moment to prove that you murdered her.
I see. It wasn't the affairs. It was her ridicule of my devotion. She shamed the deepest part of me and left me. I never had her love back.
Put the gun down!
Don't!
You've made a fool of me.
I have dreamed of this.
Then do it!
Don't let him ruin your life, too. Put the gun down.
I'll write the ending.
The perfect crime is the crime that never happened. But ironically, the killer was trapped. Not for the murder that he did not commit, but the one that he did. The one that haunted the little girl, who was now a woman. In solving the perfect crime, the detective and the victim found closure for their personal loss. Imperfect, but closure nonetheless.
Mommy, Mommy, look. I can see Daddy's face. Smiling.
Yeah, honey, I see it too. He's always with us. Yeah. Hey!
Hey, you. Thanks, Marianne.
No, thank you. I won't be needing that right now. Yeah. I'm gonna take care of Amanda for now.
Well, if you change your mind. See ya.
Whoa, give it up, girl.